Ever wondered what civilization would look like if the human race stood at the brink of extinction? Today, Movie Spotlights counts down the top 10 best apocalypse movies of all time. With the rapidly evolving leap in computer graphics and digital visual effects in film, the movie industry is able to bring us realistic, catastrophic, apocalypse-style end-of-the-world portrayals and the enduring post-apocalyptic chaos as it unfolds. From the comforts of our home, it is pretty exciting to see what the world would look like crumbling in an apocalypse. Where will you be when the world falls apart? For our picks, we are looking for the most memorable, jaw-dropping, epic post-apocalyptic scenes in movies set after a global disaster, whether it be from an alien attack, a natural disaster like a tsunami, or an extraterrestrial invasion. Start placing your bets now and be sure to stay tuned to see the best apocalypse movie at the end. Remember to hit the subscribe button and give this video the thumbs up if you like end-of-the-world movies. This apocalypse movie, Skyline, is about a group of friends who survive as a mysterious light source causes people to suddenly vanish into thin air. During the night, a cluster of strange, mesmerizing lights descend onto Los Angeles, drawing people outside like moths to a flame, where an extraterrestrial force threatens to swallow the entire human population off the face of the earth. We see a young couple, Jared and Elaine, being awoken by a mysterious beams of blue light. Thousands of terrified people are pulled into the maws of the giant alien ships. Whomever gazes into the light gets taken by the mysterious force. The group of friends use every skill they have to survive the global genocide by the alien invaders. In the darkest hour, the world changes in an instant when an alien attack devastates the city as out of the blue. The population is surprised by lights which they mistake for a natural phenomena as suddenly everything goes dark. But soon they learn the lights are due to an alien race invading Earth and are attacking the Earth's power supply to annihilate mankind. In Moscow, 5 young people emerge from hiding and lead the charge, desperately fighting back to get away from an endless attack launched by a nasty, nearly invisible alien enemy race that can find and disintegrate them at any moment. Would they be the last people on Earth? In this post-apocalypse movie, The Colony, when the world changes, the rules of survival change with it. People are forced underground by an ice age, and survivors have to fight to preserve humanity against a threat more savage than nature. Leader of Colony 7, Briggs, played by Lawrence Fishburne, decides to check on Colony 5 with 2 companions which they have lost contact with. When they get there, they find that Colony 5 has fallen and there is a new cannibal enemy that they face and are hungry. This post-apocalyptic film, Oblivion, is about a court-martial who sends a veteran soldier, Jack Harper, played by Tom Cruise, to a distant planet where his mission is to destroy the remains of the alien race. The Earth's surface is devastated after decades of war with a terrifying threat known as scabs who seek the Earth's precious finite resources. The scabs destroy the Earth's moon for material resources, which causes a series of natural disasters and global devastation, and the humans were forced to use nuclear weapons, leaving behind radioactive wasteland so the entire human population has perished. He lives in and patrols the skies from thousands of feet above, but his existence comes crashing down with the arrival of an unexpected traveler. As he rescues a stranger from a downed spacecraft. Her arrival triggers a chain of events that cause him to question everything he knows about Earth, his mission, and himself, and puts the fate of humanity in his hands. In the Battle of Los Angeles, a squad of US Marines becomes the last line of defense against a global invasion of Los Angeles, and other cities around the world are being bombarded by meteors that seem to be slowing down once they hit the Earth's atmosphere. That soon turns out that the Earth is suddenly being invaded by a technologically advanced extraterrestrial race of aliens that have landed off the shore of LA and begin killing everyone on the beach. The government orders a counterattack, and the military is ordered into action. Marine Sergeant Michael Nance, played by Aaron Eckhart's platoon, together with 2nd Lieutenant Martinez, played by Ramon Rodriguez, are assigned to bring civilians sheltered in an area dominated by aliens to the forward operating base before bombs are dropped on the city. As numerous cities around the globe crash down one by one, the brave Marines risk their lives to evacuate Santa Monica, while Nance and his troops rescue as many people as possible and get out alive. The Earth has stopped spinning in this classic disaster flick where mankind's greatest threat is Earth itself. The film's catastrophe in the core is due to the heating of the inner core of the Earth with increasing gravity, so lightning hits the ground due to the massive gravitational pull towards the center of the Earth. Disasters are happening around the globe. Animals are acting in bizarre ways. In London's Trafalgar Square, flocks of pigeons lose their ability to navigate and fly into panicked crowds and slam into windshields, and drivers lose control of their cars. People with pacemakers drop dead. The Golden Gate Bridge suddenly collapses. Monstrous electrical thunderstorms bring the ancient Roman Colosseum to rubble as thousands of tourists watch helplessly. Scrambling to resolve the crisis, the government and military officials call on geophysicist Dr. Josh Keynes, played by Aaron Eckhart, and his crew to travel down to the center of the Earth's core in a subterranean craft. The only way to save Earth from the catastrophe is to drill down to the core and set the Earth spinning back into motion by detonating a nuclear device to reactivate the core, or will humanity cease to exist? In this disaster film, San Andreas, we witness a massive on-screen destruction of California after the San Andreas fault triggers a magnitude 9 earthquake with amazing visual effects. Caught in the middle of the chaos is Ray Gaines, played by Dwayne Johnson, a search and rescue helicopter pilot, as he journeys from Los Angeles to San Francisco to save his only daughter, Blake, played by Alexandra Daddario, in the aftermath of a massive earthquake. And when they think the worst is over, it's just getting started. Just missing out on the top spot, we have movie The Day After Tomorrow. In this exciting end-of-the-world film, the Earth plunges into a new ice age, causing danger for anyone caught in nature's crossfire. Paleoclimatologist Jack Hall, played by Dennis Quaid, is largely ignored by the UN officials as he presents his environmental concern.
If we don't act now, it's going to be too late.
However, his research proves true and an enormous superstorm develops, setting off catastrophic natural disasters throughout the world. The film visualizes 3 super hurricanes hitting North America, causing multiple tornadoes and a tsunami, and once the eye of the storm hits, everything in its path instantly freezes. Trying to save his son Sam, played by Jake Gyllenhaal, is similar to San Andreas but set in a different location, and Jack is determined to trek from Washington DC to New York to reunite with Sam, who is trapped in New York by a storm plagues the world into a sudden ice age. Before we reveal the #1 best apocalyptic movie of all time, be sure to subscribe for more and hit the bell notification and give us a thumbs up. In what I think is the most epic best apocalypse movie of all time is the movie 2012, with the tagline, "We Were Warned." This catastrophic movie, which focuses on a world in which solar flares from the sun heat up the Earth's core, causing seismic and meteorological events which were predicted by the ancient Mayan calendar, threatening to annihilate mankind. Who will be left behind? With the natural disaster which foretells a cataclysm of epic proportions, where one massive natural disaster after another destroys the world. The greatest disaster movie ever made. The scale of destruction, where the film focuses on the destruction of the world as a whole. The film stars John Cusack as the writer Jackson Curtis, who tries to lead his family to safety, and we watch the awesome visual effects as the governments of our planet with secrecy prepare 6 billion people for the end of the world and rebuild our civilization. Which is your favorite apocalyptic movie? Which did we miss? Mention in the comments. And if you like these countdown lists, be sure to check out our other list of best movie scenes linked on the screen.